Hello everyone, and welcome to this first devlog. I've been working on my first game, which is called Mona, for almost a year, and I wanted to look back on the progress that I've made and on the state of the game right now, and the plans for the future as well. Also, if you don't already know, I've created a Steam page recently, so please go there and add it to your wishlist if you're interested, because it really helps with the visibility. And finally, I released a very early development trailer. By all means, please go watch it. I'll add the link in the description and give it a thumbs up if you like it. I had planned to make a bit more devlogs, but as you can see, it's been more than half a year since I released the first presentation of the project. So a lot has changed, and I'm very excited to show everything to you. But first, let's see the progress on the whole 1 year scale. So we started there, and today it looks something like this, which I think is quite exciting, and I'd love to hear your feedback on it as well. So let me introduce the game a bit better. Mona is a puzzle, platformer and exploration game where I try to mix some 3D third-person exploration parts and some 2D or 2.5D platformer, as you can see in the trailer here. It allows me to easily mix different types of gameplay, as well as to create some interesting visuals. It's going to have a pretty important narrative, but it won't be told through the usual character speaking or narrator. Instead, I would like to tell the whole story of the island, only through environments. As for the puzzles, I'm still very much working on them and trying to figure out new ideas. And the main concept that I like to keep in mind whilst I create the game is to have them really be organically linked to the island and to have something that uses the environment rather than to just have a few scattered puzzles around the map. I'm also wondering about how difficult I like the puzzles to be, and I'm still trying some things, and I'll definitely test some ideas with a few selected players. But I think I would like the game to be both not too hard and pretty casual, accessible to most players, but also interesting, and I would like the puzzles to be somewhat satisfying to solve. So that's it for the presentation of the game. Now I'm going to make a small list of the things that I have updated or added since I made my last video a few months back. I've released about 40 short clips on Twitter, each one showcasing either a new feature or mechanic or some environment creation, and now I'm going to just show most of them to you whilst commenting them quickly. I'll apologize in advance because since I made them for Twitter, they are pretty low quality. So first of all, I switched to HDRP, which is Unity's high definition render pipeline, which allows me to have high fidelity graphics. I added some water interaction. I added IK fit, which allow me to have the character stick to the surface they're on. I added some secret passages with shader graph. I implemented some ropes. I prototyped my first puzzle. I made an elevator. I made a floating system as well as a boat controller. I implemented a day-night cycle. I improved my VFX. I created some basic AI. I implemented a simple distraction system. I created a photo mode. I made a simple prototype menu and a save system. After playing a lot of Inside and Little Nightmares, I added some 2.5D platforming parts. I improved my VFX some more. And I also made a few puzzle mechanics, which include lasers, growing vegetation, inverting gravity, finding patterns in the environment, examining objects to find clues, and some kind of color and music sequences. So that's for a quick overview of the progress, and the idea is now to gather wishlists and to build a community around the game. To that end, I've created a small Discord server, so feel free to join using the link in the description. Now my short-term goal is to finish this short demo that I've started working on, which will be about 15 to 20 minutes long, and which will allow me to showcase a short but polished build of the game. Finally, since I know that some of you followed me for the tutorials that I've made, I would like to ask you to please tell me what you'd like the next tutorial to be about. This way I can pick some of the most popular requests and try and make them into an interesting tutorial. It can be about anything from 3D art to VFX to programming and mechanics or shade graph stuff. So leave a comment, subscribe, join the Discord server as well. There's a channel there that is dedicated to talking about anything related to game dev and questions about the tutorials. You can also follow me on Twitter, and yeah, don't forget to wishlist on Steam. See you next time.